There's a couple different reasons we want to test how moist our wood is. One is dry wood burns good. Wet wood has to evaporate the water that's in it for it to burn and actually produce heat. The other is the wetter the wood is, the more smoke it creates, the more creosote it creates in your chimney. And over time, when that creosote builds up, it's flammable, so you could have a chimney fire. And you can test the outside, but what you want to do is split it down and then test what wasn't exposed to the air, because that's going to give you the true inside content of the moisture. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to talk about moisture testers, proper way to test your wood. I have a pair of moisture testers. I bought this first one out of necessity last fall, right after I put the wood stove in the house. It's a Tool Shop brand, if you see that again. I bought that at Menards, which is a Midwest version of Home Depot. And I bought this other one, which is a Red Dragon Industries, because I wasn't quite sure if I trusted this one. It was only 10 bucks. One of the things I dislike about this one is how small the pins are. They're not sharp. And if you turn it on, it's only on for about 15 to maybe 20 seconds. So if you're trying to test a bunch of different wood, you're always turning this thing back on. The Red Dragon Industries one has longer, sharper pins, and then it stays on until you turn it off. Another thing that the Red Dragon Industries one has is multiple modes. So we got packing material, building material, like if you are going to be testing concrete for an epoxy finish, soft wood, so like pine, cedar, that kind of thing, and hardwood. I generally test on softwood mode because it reads wetter. If it's not reading on the softwood, then I'll switch over to hardwood. I like to be err on the wet side. How you test your wood is you can just come up here and test it. That says 23%, 22.5. That's a quick way to do it. This wood was cut living in February, and that says it's almost ready to burn. 23%, and it rained yesterday. We got 1.5 inches of rain. Testing it that way is not the correct way. What we want to do is pull one of these out, pull a split out, if I can get one here. Grab a piece. We'll split it open. There we go. And then we want to test this edge that wasn't exposed to the air. And this is saying 26.8%. Now let's test the Tool Shop one against it. Turn it on. 32. So they're both reading this one a little bit different. 31. So this wood, like I said, was cut in February, split in March, and it's only been drying for about a month. Let's move over to my mixed hardwood. I have 2 cords of mixed hardwood. We'll move over to that next. So let's try and split this one open. This is stuff that was cut down in January. This was a standing dead tree. It's barkless. It's ash. And we're at 20.9. So let's test the Tool Shop one. So this stack is, at least according to this piece, ready to go. The Tool Shop one says 17. 16. I would say this stack is ready to go. Just testing that one piece. I'm gonna go grab a piece from the back side of here. So I have 2 cords here. I'm gonna go grab another piece from the other side. So here's the fresh side. Wow. So on the softwood, it's not even reading. So this piece is dry. So I would say that, okay, so it's saying 20%. So 2 different pieces off of both of these 2 cords. All this wood was cut at the same time. It was dead. Standing barkless for the most part. So these 2 cords of wood are ready to go. So what that means is I could actually get on to building my roadside stand. So that's a little bit surprising to me that I got these 2 cords that are ready to go. It's mid-April. I was planning on getting the roadside stand ready to go for Memorial Day. Memorial Day kind of seems to kick off when everybody gets back up to their cabins around here, so I wanted to have the roadside stand out at that time, which is good. So I have 2 cords here ready to go. Then I have a cord of basswood that I think by that time might be ready to go. Let's move over to that one and check that. So this is all basswood. We'll grab a little bit bigger split here. If I can get one out. Maybe not. Alright, so this isn't that big. It's about 3 by 3. There we go. Here's the fresh side. And this is saying 35%. Check the other one. $42. So this is nowhere near. So maybe Memorial Day is going to be pushing it for this stuff. We'll go check the red maple, and I got another stack of ash. We even split some of that white open that I talked about yesterday. All right, we're here at some ash. See if I can get one of these split. I don't like that piece. All right. So that's 22, 21.8, 22. $17. So are either one of these super accurate? I don't think so, but it gives you an idea. See, that's saying it's 12% hardwood. There's definitely some moisture in there. Let's go grab a piece of maple. That is really wet from yesterday's rain. Grab this piece. So here's maple. Piece of that red maple that I split up the other day. Back to softwood. It's 28%. Hardwood says it's 18, 17. So this tree, that tree's been dead for 2 years, so it's close to ready to burn. This is 23. I'm going to grab a piece of white oak that I split in February, and then I'm going to try and knock off a piece from what I just brought home 3 days ago. This white oak split has been split for about 2 months. It's from a tree in my backyard that went down 2 years ago. So I have no idea how dry this is going to be. Oofta. This is going to be crazy wet, I think. So this is saying 20.5% on hardwood, but I can see the moisture in it. That I would say is closer, 28%. That's saying 30, 28, 29. So I would guess this is about 28. Wow, let's see if I can get a piece broke off of here. So this is a different tree, but it's reading about the same. 27 on the softwood mode, 18.3 on hardwood. I was hoping that this white oak would be ready to go this winter, and at 28%, if I split small like this, 3-4 inches, there is a good chance that I think that it can be ready to come down 7-8%. I think that sometime this winter it'll be ready to go. See, this thing turns itself off. It's only got about 15 seconds where you can test it. This one's saying it's 32, so it's hard to say. Might be a year. But I'm gonna get this stuff split up here shortly, and then we'll maybe go test again. Let's see, it's mid-April. Maybe we'll test first part of June, just kind of keep track of everything. But I do have those 2 cords of mixed hardwood that are ready to go, and I think that basswood's gonna dry up quick, especially if we get some wind and some heat. But I think that basswood campfire wood stuff is gonna be ready in not too long, even though it's measuring pretty high right now. That tree also had been dead for a little while, and I can tell just from when we split that stuff is noticeably lighter, so there's a lot of moisture that's come out of it already. If you're looking for a moisture tester, I would recommend this one. I'll leave a link down in the comments. There's one on Amazon that's just like this, except it's blue. I can't remember the brand. They're both inexpensive. This one has several selling points. The main part is the sharper, longer prongs. You can get in and test that wood a little bit better. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.